Hello, everybody. Felicia Yvette here. I am coming live from Dallas, Texas right now. Sorry, Houston, Texas right now. I was in Dallas 2 weeks ago. Something like that. Anyway, I'm in Houston, Texas right now for an event that's coming up tomorrow from noon to 3. And it is an afternoon for women of color to discover business growth and glam. Hey, Kimberly, how are you, gorgeous? So I wanted to talk about a little bit about what is happening tomorrow, and also, what it's for and what this On the Rise initiative means for being a part of LimeLife by Alcone. If you don't know me or of me or anything like that, you will know that I am all about inclusion. I just want everybody to feel welcome, and I want everybody to feel represented. And so a couple of years ago, I sent an email to the CEO of our company and I said, I don't really feel represented here. Not only are there no Black women at the top of the company, but these products don't really work for me. Like, the bronzer would look super ashy on me, so I felt there were some unfair advantages that our non-beauty guides of color had, and I felt like I could not win here if there weren't some adjustments made to our product line. So I was able to express that to the CEO. She heard me, and now we have the Danessa Myricks collection, and there is more to come. Danessa Myricks is also on the board, so we will be able to get some input from her going forward indefinitely. So that is really, 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 really cool. And so what's happening tomorrow is just going to be like a mindset event. And I think this is really important. And I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I feel like, and I was talking to someone about this earlier, I feel like, oh, thanks, Kimberly. I'm happy to be here. I feel like sometimes women of color think that, I said I was going to keep it real. I think sometimes we think that people are out to get us. Like, sometimes not only that, but we think that things are too good to be true. And so instead of taking a chance, we pull back and we stick to what's comfortable. And that 9 to 5 that we hate is what we stick to because it pays the bills, right? And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I still have a 9 to 5. But like I've told you guys before, I see the bigger picture. And thankfully I didn't get out of my own way, because there was absolutely a time that I looked at direct sales and I thought, oh no, no, thank you. I'm good. Felicia is fine over here with her corporate job, and you can keep your little stuff over there. I'm doing fine. Until LimeLife by Alcone came around. And at the time it was LimeLight by Alcone. And I didn't do my research. I didn't really look into it. I didn't really think I was going to do anything with the opportunity. But the more I learned about it, the more that I kind of fell in love with it. I mean, I absolutely have fallen in love with it. There's a video that our CEO actually did live over on our corporate page a couple of years ago, probably almost 3 years ago now. And she was talking about how, when she went to set up the compensation plan, she was like, I want all of these things in our compensation plan. I want these women to get paid their worth. And whoever she was talking to was like, if you do that, like, that's not going to be good for you. And she was like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Give them everything. I want them to have everything. And so when I heard that, going forward, I was like, okay, this is really something different. And this is really something special. And not only is she willing to pay us our worth, but she listens to us clearly, because of the story I just told you about me writing her and saying, I can't do anything with this bronzer. I can't do anything with these eyeshadows. I can't, we need to fix this, So having someone who not only wants to pay me well, but who listens to me, who cares about the environment, and now who clearly is showing that she cares about women of color. And I'm not just talking about Black women. We have this On the Rise initiative that has just launched. And the goal really is to empower women of color to really step into their power, because sadly, the fact is that we are not represented at the top of this company yet. There is no Black woman at the top of this company yet, and that it's time for that to change. And I anticipate a lot of us, Black women, Asian women, Hispanic women, whomever, getting to the top of this company, because we deserve to be there. And I think that all it's going to take is a shift in mindset and a commitment and making a decision to do it, and then actually like getting to work. However, the thing is, and this is what I've come to accept, is that we've got a lot of mindset work to do in our communities. And I say that just because I know, just from the people that I know, that we've got some mindset work to do. Again, because I think a lot of us think this is too good to be true, or that somebody is out to get us, or that, maybe what I tell you is not true. I don't know. Like, if I say to you, Kenya, it costs $169 to join. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. You pay $10 a month and you can do whatever you want. Kenya might hear me, but Kenya might think, oh no, there's something more to it. There's a catch. I don't think so. She's trying to get me. I've heard this before. Somebody's invited me to some kind of opportunity before and I lost all this money. Or, oh, this girl told me that she did something like this and she lost money, So sadly, a lot of people have ruined this for a lot of people. However, there are people like me and like Kenya who are not willing to settle, and who will shout from the mountaintops that, no, this really is the best damn cosmetics, beauty, direct sales company there is, because we really don't have anything hidden. Everything's put out there in the open for everybody to see and to hear. And it's up to the other person to say, okay, this sounds good, and I trust you. I trust you, and I believe you, and I know that you wouldn't lead me to whatever. So that's why in my last live video, I mentioned how important it is to trust your sponsor and pick a good one, because you'll regret it if you don't. I'm not saying that just for the purpose of like this, because there's no trickery, but for the purpose of support. You will want to do your research if you are considering joining any company, really. But for the purpose of this On the Rise initiative, I just want anybody who's a woman of color who might be watching this video to understand that if you are considering, there is a place of support for you here. Not only is there that group that is now present, but there are other groups where if you really feel like you need to voice a concern, you can, without fear of judgment or anything like that. You are absolutely heard here, and we do our best to make each other feel supported. That's it. I really just wanted to come and share what the On the Rise initiative is and let people know that there is support for you here. There is a huge opportunity for women of color in this company, especially as we continue to expand our product line. And I am tired of not seeing Black women represented in the top ranks of our company. I'm tired of it. I am. I've been the only Black executive for over a year now, and it's time for us to have lots of women of color in the executive group. Like the blonde hair and blue eyes is beautiful. That's great. Like, super happy for everybody. However, I know what it feels like to be able to look at something big and not see myself there. It makes me think that I can't do it. So it's up to us to show up, and it's up to us to get there. And I know that we can. And Michelle and Madison have provided a huge opportunity for us to be able to do that. And so I hope that you all hear me, and I hope that you all are running. And I hope if you're considering, you trust that, sorry, I'm like playing with stuff. I hope you trust that there is no catch. There is no scam. The people here are solid and have beautiful spirits at corporate, and they only want the best for us. So, and I wholeheartedly believe that as a very empathic person who feels all the things. My feelings don't typically lie. So, and if you know me, you know that. But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday evening. It is 5:30 here. I'm going to go take a walk because I just ate all that sugar. And maybe I'll talk to you guys later about something else. Okay, bye.